Devan Costa, welcome back from Florida.
Oh, thank you, pal. Thank you. I was just, supporting the SEC.
Sure.
You
bleed blue.
I bleed blue and orange. I have a friend that works for the Florida Gators, so I got to go out there and see what it's all about. Mm-hmm. It's a fun time, man. It's a fun time. I got all this gear. You put this shirt on, and all of a sudden you can just call 6'8" black guy's boy.
You brought a pod headset with you to start yelling at him.
You get to make him do cardio. Run! Adam! Run! It was amazing, actually. The beginning of the game.
You have a friend who's at the head of he's like the football coach or something.
Your friend got molested by Urban Meyer.
My friend
and he gets free tickets.
It's a Make-A-Wish.
I went to high school with Urban Meyer, so I flew out.
Great name.
No, he doesn't even coach there anymore. It's some other guy. But my buddy, he's like an assist. He's a coordinator on the team. And so I got to go, and I got to do way too many things that, there's huge Florida Gators fans that I imagine if they knew that I did that and I didn't care at all, they'd kill themselves.
Oh, yeah.
You were there as a goof.
I saw all the facilities. I met Brandon Spikes, who's like a legend at the school. He had this. He was just a huge part of the Tim Tebow days and all that. I got to see where Aaron Hernandez used to butt fuck men. And then threaten them with murder if they told anybody.
They go, "This is Aaron Hernandez's soap. We saved it."
I don't know anything about college football, but what an environment!
It looked amazing.
College ball,
and
man.
it lived up to it too. The whole South thing, because go to the game, right?
Yeah,
up in the stands, perfect.
And
seats.
you're in Gainesville,
Gainesville, baby,
Gainesville, Florida.
I kept joking, if my friends and I, if we got pulled over by a cop, we could just be like, "Hey, our friend's like a coach on the team," and they'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" And I could pull out a pen, this is Steve Spurrier's highlighter.
Is that Coach Spurrier's highlighter? Do you want my gun?
Here, just play with that. Let me see that thing.
I'll go trade you my gun for Steve Spurrier's highlighter.
So the beginning of the game, it starts. It's a wild environment, and 2 minutes into the game, I look down. This old fat guy sitting directly in front of me is Dillon, he's having a seizure. The guy's having a heart attack. He's stroking out. And
Wait, really?
Yes. And,
actually?
yes,
For real?
I'm not kidding. He's
Having a heart attack.
2 minutes into the game. And the one of the people I was with,
he saw too many black people at once.
I'm confused. Yeah, exactly. I'm confused, and the person I'm sitting next to is like, "Somebody get help!" And I'm like, "Dog!" He's just I jump up and I run down the bleachers and I go get a security guard. And I go, I'm trying to get her attention, and people are yelling at me get out of the way! And I'm there's a guy having a heart attack up there. And then I heard another guy go, "Well, at least it's a heart attack."
Yeah.
It was wild. They did not give a fuck.
Really?
I'm not kidding, dude. I tell the security guard to get somebody, and then I'm just standing there I don't know what to do. She wandered off. I go back up. EMTs eventually come. We're pouring water on the back of the guy's head. The guy's just his wife is just sitting there.
Like when Gizmo gets wet.
Yeah.
He's steaming.
Fatter guys are shooting out his back.
I jumped into action. I ran down there. I was like, "There's this might be his last slur. We need him back." It was, it was. I couldn't believe I literally witnessed a fat Southern guy have a heart attack at a college football game. The only one I've ever gone
There's
to.
not
that uncommon. Yeah.
Jace is right. It's just there's too many black people. I think they need a seasickness pill. When you go on a cruise, you can take a pill so you don't get seasick. They need that for when white people are around. They need Dramamine.
It is true
for black people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can take it. You don't
scramble sickness. He's scrambling too much. Take your Dramamine. Because their quarterback is black at Florida, so I imagine that maybe that was upsetting him, and he just he tried to give himself a stroke or something. But yeah.
He had an EpiPen and a gator, little baby gator that he just stuck into himself.
It was crazy. And then I got to go to the field.
Did he stay at the game?
No,
they take
he
him
finally
off?
kind of came out of it, and they walked him down. They walked him down.
He's like, I got the fry sickness.
But it took him forever to walk down the bleachers. It was kind of intense. It was crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is he okay, you think?
I don't care.
I mean, what did he
I don't
describe what the guy looked like?
70.
By the way.
He looked like fuck. I mean, he looked like Warren Beatty.
You look like Warren Beatty.
Ned Beatty. He looked like Ned Beatty.
Okay.
A beautiful fat man.
Both. He looked like Warren Beatty, but with like a big belly.
Like Ned Beatty ate Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
And then got raped in Deliverance. So just a big fat old guy.
He wasn't even super fatty, but he had like his gut like formed. It was like a rectangular.
Yeah.
Fat, like he just had like
the
swollen.
It's southern fat where it goes directly into your stomach. Nowhere else.
Swollen guts.
Yeah.
It's not Deliverance. It's DiGiorno.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
It's just dueling microwaves, beeping back and forth.
Yeah.
Toasters going on.
Slur, 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 slur.
I can't believe you got to see a big fat white guy almost bite the big one.
Yeah.
You saw a guy like have a near-death experience, and then he just like they put a little Slurpee in his mouth. They slapped him.
That's right. That's right.
They put him under a Slurpee machine and just ran it until he came to.
They stuck his hand in the fry machine.
It was funny. People were like spritzing him with like beer, like on the back of his neck, like to cool him down until like the paramedics got there.
Yeah, they're like, I need ranch. Pass ranch.
The greatest part was people being like, get out of the way. And I'm like, there's a guy having a heart attack.
Are we sure he just didn't forget his Zins at home, by the way?
Ooh, he might have just needed an upper decker.
When I don't pack an uppy decky,
he maybe needed a happy dad.
Yeah.
I've been there myself. I don't have my Zins or my happy dads.
What do you think's the over-under on the amount of people who have heart attacks at the Florida Gators game?
That's my first time going. 2 minutes in, I was like, this must be all the time.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like,
flies, yeah.
this is a graveyard.
It might be 12 a quarter.
They must have trapped doors.
You see the stadium slowly emptying?
You just see old fat men flying from the top deck, like the nosebleeds onto the field, like the falling men.
Yeah, they roll them to the top so they can push them over the wall into the parking lot.
It must look like a Civil War battle at the end of the game.
Yeah,
where you're stepping over bodies to get out.
Yeah, it looks like Antietam.
And
it's the Battle of Shenandoah.
They were playing Ole Miss.
They go, the bread will rise again.
It literally was like the play. It was like a plantation war.
Really?
Like, they were playing Ole Miss.
Wait, what's Ole Miss?
Ole Miss, I don't know. They just seem very Civil War-y. I don't know what they are.
Sorry. I thought it was a song called Ole Miss.
No, they played the team Ole Miss.
Is the team called Ole Miss?
They're called Ole Miss.
Like OLE?
Yeah,
The
OLE.
college is called Ole Miss.
And everyone's like, you overhear people saying things like, if we win this game, we'll be in the 3/5 of a person bowl.
The Heisman, their Heisman is just a slave running away from a hound dog.
I'm exaggerating the racist shit just because it's funny and it's SEC stuff. Like I didn't.
But Ole
witness
Miss
anything crazy,
Ole Miss is kind of insane.
Ole Miss, I always wanted to see them up close because I'm like, that's so. I don't know. They're like, who's the?
But you can't
is
call
Robert E. Lee the coach of Ole Miss?
Yeah, they're like, we don't call us Mississippi. We're Ole Miss. Round these pots.
Like Old English, kind of. Yeah. They're just making.
No, college teams who literally were so great at football, and then they were so stubborn about integration, they started to lose. That's how racist they were.
Oh, about segregation, or you mean
about integration?
Oh, which means the synthesis of black people and white people.
Yes,
which is the goal.
Which is integration,
right?
The goal.
I call it synthesis. I call it race synthesis.
Oh, okay.
Combining all the ingredients to drown out the whites.
Is that a thing? If I Google it, it'll show me some insane stuff?
I actually just made it up.
Okay.
I actually just invented it.
Race synthesis.
Race synthesis.
It's a new racist dog whistle.
Yeah. Well, this is my way of getting around saying white genocide on the podcast.
Okay.
But Devan, he's been bathing in the red light for so long, he had to fly to Florida. Look at him.
Look at me.
The guy bleeds red. The red wave is alive and well. Lemon party.
When you come to the swamp, the only thing that comes out alive is a gator. They say that like 80 times throughout the game.
Really?
There's guys that come on the screen. They're like, "You come to the swamp. The only thing that comes out alive is a gator."
Do they bring a big gator?
All these people go.
They do the shop.
They do the alligator.
Yeah. They go. I like eating. When when I eat it look like this.
I'm not kidding. It's the entire economy of the town.
Yeah.
People wait all week for Saturday. People were drinking at like 8 a.m. It was like a noon game. I mean, it was awesome, I gotta say.
That shit is great. I went to an Aggie game once, and they're a weird little like culty kind of mind control. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird there
because they got the Spanish moss trees, and occasionally you like, oh, is that a guy hanging? And you go, no, it's just it's the moss.
You're like, is that dreads hanging from the tree?
I don't know. There's just old. I just have feelings.
Yeah, you're
there.
like, oh, I thought that was a Jamaican guy. Ooh. Jesus Christ.
At A&M, don't they have the core, the people that are they dress up like weird?
They have the core, and they have yell eaters, which our friend Nelson was a yell eater.
Yeah, but don't they dress up kind of vaguely? Isn't it like they dress up like Civil War kind of reenactors?
A little bit. They wear like...
I'm trying to remember what it was.
Ole Miss like sets off cannons and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they set off cannons.
That's awesome.
They have cannons or something.
It's alive and well.
No,
it's a great throw by Stonewall Jackson.
I think I might go back to school.
Yeah,
this is amazing.
I'm not kidding, dude. I was driving around. I'm like, God damn it! I wish I went to college.
I know.
God,
should we enroll?
We should
enroll at Florida.
It gives you a feeling. You understand
Honestly,
where Cormac's coming from.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
You're like all these southern debutantes.
You kind of get it. I was driving around looking for my muse.